Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is DaRealLegend, and we are here with some NBA 2K Mobile. First and foremost, I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. It's going to be an incredible time, and we're in for a great journey. So thanks for sticking around on the channel. Appreciate your support. Now, in today's video, we will be breaking down the brand new 2020 theme. And for those of you who have never seen my breakdown videos, I'll go over the topics that we discuss. So in this theme stats breakdown video, we discuss the new theme players, the strengths, weaknesses, along with some build suggestions. We rank players by position. We discuss the top players to craft, the top overall players for the theme, and the top theme team. Now that you understand what the video will be about, let me explain exactly how I come up with my stat averages. So let's break down how we compile a stat average. We look at all the stats available inside the game for each player. So we take a look at shoot off dribble, which is making shots while on the move. Layups and dunks, which is making baskets at the rim. Mid-range shooting, which is making shots from inside the perimeter. Three-point shot, which is landing shots from outside the perimeter. Post scoring, which is offense from close in. Agility, which is run speed and jumping. Strength, which is physical power. Rebounding, which is getting rebounds on offense and defense. Playmaking, which is accurate passes and knowing when to pass. And last but not least, defending, which is coverage, blocking, and stealing. So we compile all those stats and we come up with a formula that gives us a number, which is the overall stat average. And that is how the players are ranked. Now that we explained everything about this video, let's get into the details. All right, so we're gonna start with the point guards. So your lowest ranked point guard right now for this team is Spud Webb. Spud Webb has an overall stat average of 3.3. He is a craftable point guard. His area of opportunities, and just like most of the point guards normally, is post scoring, strength, and rebounding, right? He has a 1 in post scoring, a 1 in strength, and a 2 in rebounding. However, his strongest categories is playmaking, agility, and mid-range shooting, which all have a 5. Next, you got at a 4.2 overall stat average, and this is a craftable player as well, you got Jerry West. Now, Jerry West's area of opportunity is rebounding, which is a 2, and then he has a 3 in layups and dunks. For the most part, he has a lot of 5s, which is shoot off dribble, mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, and playmaking and defending. So he is pretty solid. Then last but not least, you got Walt Frazier, 4.2 overall stat average, so he's actually tied with Jerry West, and he's also craftable. Walt Frazier's area of opportunity is post scoring, which is a 2, and then rebounding, which is a 3. Aside from that, he has a 5 in shoot off dribble, 5 in mid-range shooting, 5 in agility, 5 in playmaking, and a 5 in defending. All right, so now we're at the shooting guards. Coming at a 3.8 overall stat average, this is a craftable player as well. It's Pistol Pete Maravich. His area of opportunity is strength and rebounding, which are both for 2. And then he has a 5 in shoot off dribble, mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, and playmaking. So for a shooting guard, he has some really good stats in categories that can almost make him as good as a point guard. So if you want to build Pete Maravich as a playmaker, he has the potential to definitely do that. All right, next you got at a 4.2 overall stat average. This card is not craftable. And folks, I know you're going to be surprised, but it is Onyx Michael Jordan. The reason why his overall stat average is so low is because he has some areas of opportunity, and one being 3-point shot. MJ has a 3 in 3-point shot, a 3 in strength, and a 3 in rebounding. Those are categories that you can easily boost. However, Michael Jordan has a 5 in layups and dunks, 5 in mid-range shooting, 5 in agility, 5 in playmaking, and 5 in defending. So he has some really solid categories, especially the playmaking and defending, that really makes him stand out. But if you can help bring up his 3-point shot, and trust me, there's plenty of gear that can do that, then MJ will obviously be who he's supposed to be, the GOAT. Next, you got Penny Hardaway. I want to get this card so badly. 4.4 overall stat average. Area of opportunity is rebounding, which is a 2. Aside from that, everything else is a 4 and 5. Penny Hardaway is well balanced. He has a 5 in shoot off dribble, 5 in layups and dunks, 5 in mid-range shooting, 5 in three-point shot, 5 in agility, 5 in playmaking. So Penny Hardaway is a monster. Definitely somebody that you should be trying to target. Now, the best shooting guard in this team, for sure caught me by surprise, is Jason Richardson. And the crazy thing about it is that Jason Richardson actually might be the best shooting guard inside of the game because of his stats. He comes in at a 4.5 overall stat average. He is craftable too, folks. And it's an emerald. So this is why I break down these videos, because it's important to understand that stats do matter. If you guys saw my video early in the week, I was balling with a silver Zach Randolph. So it is important, right? So check this out. Jason Richardson basically has a 4 and 5 in everything, right? He's almost a complete player. He has a 5 in shoot-off dribble, 5 in layups and dunks, 5 in mid-range shooting, 5 in three-point shot, 5 in agility. Beast. And you can definitely build them up with the right gear. All right, so for your small forwards, they all have the same stat average. It's a very complete small forward class, and 3 of the best small forwards in the game to be exact. So coming at a 4.6 overall stat average is Larry Bird. So Larry Bird's area of opportunity is layups and dunks, which is a 3. Aside from that, he has 4s and 5s across the board. 5 in shoot-off dribble, 5 in mid-range shooting, 5 in three-point shot, 5 in post scoring, 5 in rebounding, playmaking, and defending. So next you got Dominique Wilkins. Similar scenario. However, with Dominique Wilkins, he doesn't have any areas of opportunity. Everything's a 4 or 5. 5 in shoot-off dribble, layups and dunks, mid-range shooting, agility, strength, and defending. And then for Dr. J. Julius Erving, he has a 5 in layups and dunks, mid-range shooting, agility, strength, playmaking, and defending, and everything else is a 4. So these 3 you can design based off your playstyle. Now for your power forwards, there's only 2 in the theme. At a 4 overall stat average is Willis Reed. He is craftable, and so is Dave the Busher. Willis Reed's area of opportunity is three-point shot, which is a 2, along with a 3 in shoot-off dribble and a 3 in playmaking. Aside from that, he has a 5 in mid-range shooting, a 5 in strength, rebounding, and defending. So there's potential to make a good build for Willis Reed, but just bear in mind, he's not going to be shooting 3-pointers really, unless you really want to focus on that. But I would recommend building up his strongest categories, and some of those categories that are 4 make him a 5 or 6. Now, Willis Reed and Dave the Busher are both dual themes. So if you have them both in your deck, it will bring up their power ratings. And Dave the Busher is a 4.2 overall stat average. His area of opportunity is shoot-off dribble and layups and dunks, which are both a 3. Aside from that, he's got a 5 in mid-range shooting, strength, rebounding, and defending. Now you have your centers. Vlade Divac, who is craftable, is a 3.5. Area of opportunity is shoot-off dribble, playmaking, which are both a 2. Aside from that, he has 3s and 4s across the board. His strongest category is rebounding, which is a 5. So there's a lot of room for growth with Vlade Divac. There's a lot of areas that you can build up. So you got to sometimes factor in if it's worth putting that much investment into a player. That's for you to decide. But Vlade Divac has a lot of areas of opportunity, and there's better players in this team to craft. Then you got a 3.7 overall stat average. You got Lonzo Mourning at a 3.7. He is also craftable. His area of opportunity is 3-point shot, which is a 2, and playmaking, which is a 2. Aside from that, he's got a 5 in post scoring, strength, rebounding, and defending. So all the categories you need for your center, he has a 5 in. The other categories you can focus on building up as well, or you can really maximize those strong categories for Zoe. Then you got at a 4.2, the Onyx Kareem Abdul Jabbar, 1 in 3-point shot and the 3 in playmaking. Those stats really bring down his overall stat average. Aside from that, he's got a 5 in layups and dunks, mid-range shooting, post scoring, strength, rebounding, and defending. So he's really, really good, but he's just not going to be shooting any 3-point shots, and he's not going to be getting dimes. This is a nice surprise and honestly a gem in the game. So you got Wes Unseld, who is craftable, folks, and he has an overall stat average of 4.8, making him LeBron James and Elgin Baylor, the best players inside of NBA 2K Mobile. He has a 5 in every category, for the exception of shoot off dribble, which is a 3, but that's a category you really don't need your center to be good at. So with Wes Unseld, with the right gear, he can have a 6 and 7 in so many categories, which will make him so complete and again, a hidden gem in the game. He is craftable, folks. Wes Unseld and Jason Richardson are solid. All right, so now that we broke down the positions, let's start ranking these players. So your top 5 overall players for this team, we're gonna start with number 5. You got Jason Richardson, Sapphire Larry Bird, Ruby Dominique Wilkins, Onyx Julius Erving, and Amethyst Wes Unseld. Now for your top 5 craftable players for this team, you got Sapphire Dave DeBusschere, Ruby Jerry West, Amethyst Walt Frazier, Emerald Jason Richardson, and Amethyst Wes Unseld. This team had a total of 2 gold players, 2 emerald, 3 sapphire, 3 ruby, 3 amethyst, and 3 onyx for a total of 16 players. And now we're going to tell you what the ultimate theme team is. At your starting point guard, you're going to have Amethyst Walt Frazier. At your starting shooting guard, you're going to have Emerald Jason Richardson. As your starting small forward, you're going to have Onyx Julius Erving. But also remember, the other 2 small forwards are also rated the same at 4.6. So you can go with either one of them. However, if you want to consider power rating, because that is important in the game too, then go with the Dr. J, of course. Then for your power forward, you got Sapphire Dave DeBusschere. And then for your center, you got Amethyst Wes Unseld. So that is it, folks. That is the stat breakdown for the 2020 theme. Had a ton of fun for this video. I hope you appreciate all the content, all the new animations and upgrades to the video quality as well. Appreciate all the support you showed me in 2019. Super stoked for 2020. You guys are awesome. Looking forward for the ride. Peace out.